Hello guys, this is Gayatri Negi. I am a corporate lawyer and a legal advisor. In the previous video, we talked about summary suit. Therefore, I have come up with this video in which I will differentiate between ordinary suit from the summary suit. Let's start with the differentiation. First, we'll differentiate on the basis of provisions in the CPC. Summary suit lies under Order 37 of the CPC. And ordinary suit is registered under section 26 order 6 rule 1 of the CPC. Then the time limit. In a summary suit, the defendant has 10 days to prove his case, whereas in the ordinary suit, the time limit for submitting a written statement in an ordinary suit is 30 days. Coming to the purpose of summary suits, summary suit can only be brought in two types of cases. First, suits based on bill of exchange, hundis, promissory notes and to recover a debt, liquidated demand payable in money by the defendant on a written contract and on a guarantee. Whereas ordinary suit can be brought for any reason and are not confined to any specific type of suit. Coming to the fourth differentiation on right to defend. The defendant does not have any right to defend in the summary suit unless the court gives conditional or unconditional authorization to defend. Whereas in ordinary litigation, the defendant has the right to defend the claim and no leave to defend is required. Now coming to the last differentiation on ex parte decree. Ex parte decree can be issued to the plaintiff in summary proceedings if the defendant fails to appear in the court or refuses to defend the matter. Whereas in ordinary suit, several summons are sent to the defendant when an ex parte decree is issued. So this was all about the differentiation between summary suit and ordinary suit. I hope this is clear to you. And if you have any queries regarding this, feel free to comment in the comment box. I will try to resolve all your queries. And thank you for watching. See you in my next video with some more information. Thank you.